In this episode of Music Geology, we unearth Paul McCartney's best bass line ever recorded.
Music Geology?
What's that? That's where we dig deep into rock and beyond to find sonic gems lasting only a few seconds, but just long enough to give us goosebumps. Alright, we're going to take you back now to March of 1976 when Paul McCartney and his band Wings took over American radio with their new album, Wings at the Speed of Sound. Its first single was released on April 1st and became the biggest song of the year in pop music, an achievement bigger than the band's 1973 song, Band on the Run.
Well, the rain exploded with a mighty crash as we fell into the sun.
This 1976 mega hit that dominated the airwaves was called Silly Love Songs. It was written by Paul and Linda McCartney in response to critics claiming that all Paul McCartney ever wrote were basically silly love songs and sentimental slush. After its release, it became his 27th song to reach #1 in the US, which set a songwriting record. So get this, the 1970s were predominantly known for its acoustic and electric guitar-based music. But when we recently revisited Wings' Silly Love Songs, we noticed there wasn't any guitar recorded, just an amazing bass line. While we do acknowledge the bass is a member of the guitar family, just like a cello is a member of the string family, but it's no violin. So we prefer to distinguish the two and simply refer to a bass guitar as a bass. And in Silly Love Songs, there's no need for a guitar because the bass basically assumes the role of it by establishing the lead riff. And what's really fascinating is now that we've drawn your attention to this song not having a guitar, you may notice its overall orchestration feels a little thin when it didn't before. This is kind of strange because there are actually a lot of other instruments that one would think fill this void. When we break it down, it's got a string section, a trombone, trumpet, 2 different saxophones, piano, drums, awesome vocals, and Paul McCartney's best bass line, which is kind of the guitar part of this hit single. So check it out. Here's Paul McCartney's best bass line ever recorded. Here are the horns and strings. And now, the awesome vocals without an ounce of guitar.
You'd think that people would have had enough of silly love songs. I love you.
So this is what we think, but what's your opinion? If you have a comment, we'd like to hear from you. And if you have any suggestions about other sonic gems, let us know right here on Music Geology.